Hello, everyone. Welcome to this webinar on preparing your career path to cybersecurity. I'm very excited to have this session today. First time we have invited a high school student about his perspective about preparing for cybersecurity as the career path. So once we'll understand his perspective, and then later I will just provide my perspective. I have around 20 plus years of experience in this field, and I'm a cybersecurity architect. So I will try to give more insight on how does it look, how does the landscape look. So this session is going to be very interesting for especially uh, parents. And if you are a parent, please try to forward this session to your kids. That way, they will have an understanding of cybersecurity roadmap. With that, let's start with Arnav's perspective on preparing his cybersecurity career path. Hello, Arnav. Welcome to our session, and thanks for accepting our invitation. You have great courage, and thanks for uh, uh, providing this talk. Go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Satish. I'm very excited to be here in such a prestigious platform such as CSA, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity. So I'll just share my screen and begin the slideshow. So in this presentation, I'm going to be talking about my journey in cybersecurity, and this is going to be very helpful for people who are just getting into computer science and figuring out which pathway they want to go in. And I'm going to talk about what my experiences have been and so other resources that I have found that will be very helpful. So let's begin. So I'm going to talk about my educational pathway, early skills that you need, which are going to be essential in cybersecurity and any computer science field, extracurricular activities, certifications, online resources, and I'm also going to talk about what colleges want. And since I'm currently a senior in Mountain House High School, which is a very good high school, I'm going to talk, and my next step is college. So I'm going to talk about what I'm preparing and what's the best way to approach college if you're gonna go into computer science. So this has been my educational pathway. I started computer science in middle school, and I took two classes in my middle school of computer science, and I've taken one class which is seventh and eighth grade, and I've taken one class in ninth grade, which is all introductory courses. And these courses primarily focus on block code. And this is very a fundamental key resource that would be very helpful for people who want to get into computer science to understand how code works and different methods and functions. And during my 10th grade year, I took AP Computer Science Principles. So this course basically outlines the back end of computers and servers, so TCP, IP, all of those, which are very essential just knowledge for computer science. And I found that course to be very helpful. In my 11th grade year, I took AP Computer Science A, which is a advanced Java course, which primarily focuses on Java, and it's a very useful course. So I recommend people to follow this pathway. So start learning about basic block code, then go into the back end, and then start learning a coding language that is very well known like Java. And currently this year, which is my senior year, which is 12th grade, I'm doing a capstone project. So a capstone project is something that just showcases everything I've learned so far. And I hope to make a really good presentation, and I hope I'll share this with you once I finish it. So I'm going to talk about the key skills that are very important in any field in computer science, and this is going to be very important in cybersecurity. So that is network fundamentals. Cybersecurity is very reliant on network fundamentals, and you need to know about firewalls, routers, TCP, IP, and common network protocols. And you also need to have a keen understanding of operating systems. If you have a Windows operating system, or a Linux operating system, you're in luck because most of the interfaces share similar features. But if you're a Mac user, I highly recommend that you go into these operating systems as most cybersecurity features are present in Windows and Linux, and you need to really understand the software. And next thing is you need to understand programming languages. Python is a very good one. Python is very famous, and I highly recommend it that you learn Python. Next is PowerShell and Bash, which are very basic. So they're just terminal commands, and they come in very handy during cybersecurity. And the next thing need to know is basic cybersecurity fundamentals. So the CIA triad, and then you need to complete some certifications to prove that what you know will be very good, and some CTFs. So I'll talk about what certifications and CTFs are in the next one.
That
So
is
what
really good.
extra
Now, I mean, I see you are doing a great job. You have picked up, I think, networking early in your career. That is really good. And the fundamentals of networking, operating system, all these, if you learn pretty early in your career, definitely going to help in a long way. Continue,
Thank you very
please
much,
continue.
Mr. Satish. I agree with everything you said. Yeah, I'll just talk about the extracurricular activities that are very beneficial for people who are just getting into cybersecurity and they want to show off to some colleges. So the first thing is internships. Internships are very key in any field, and internships are a great way to show your employer and colleges that you could actually have real life working experience. I highly recommend people to just don't depending on your skill levels, you won't get all the internships. So first things first, you have to look into your network. The one summer academy I was able to receive was through a senior friend, and he helped me. And when I was talking to him about not getting internships, he told me that this summer academy might accept you because it accepted him. So that's how I got my academy. So I highly recommend that people who are going to search for internships first look through their internal network to see if their parents or friends can connect them to people who would give them opportunities. And I hope in the future I do land an internship somewhere. And the next great extracurricular activity is joining communities. CSA SFO chapter is one such great community that would actually boost your show that you have commitment into this any field, and you get many benefits. Like for example, I get to give my perspective in such a and over here, and that's a very good extracurricular activity. And the next thing I did to improve on my cybersecurity resume is CTFs. So CTFs is capture the flag, and it's like a little game. I found it very exciting. So you basically find any vulnerability in a website, and there are many websites that I'm going to talk about in the online resources that do a great job in like making it fun. And CTFs actually show your employer that you can actually find various vulnerabilities. And you can graduate from CTFs and actually do bug bounties, which are similar to CTFs. And they'll help you achieve, and they'll help you in your skills in cybersecurity. So next thing that is very important is certifications. So the first certification I'd like to talk about is CS50. So what is CS50? CS50 is just a basic introductory computer science course by Harvard University. It's a very Harvard, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of it, but this is just a certification, not a degree. But I did find that this is very helpful class. So we start off with C and then we move on to more coding fundamentals, but it's a very nice certification, and it's one of the most popular ones, but many people quit and don't think that just because it's popular, it's not credible. This is a very credible and prestigious certification that would prove the employer that you have basic fundamentals of code. And with this certification, you'll get a nice introduction into what coding is, and you can dive into other fields. The next certification that would be very useful is TryHackMe. So TryHackMe is an online platform for cybersecurity enthusiasts in practicing hacking in a gamified environment. So the thing I was talking about previously, CTFs, are very helpful. It's integrated in TryHackMe, and it will be very helpful if you looked into it. And another certification, this is one of the most prestigious certifications, is ISC2. And this shows an individual's capability in informational security and risk management. And I highly recommend anybody to go into after having a decent time exposure to cybersecurity, you can move into ISC2. So some online resources that are very useful is joining various other communities like OASP, which is a very useful community, and along with OASP, CSA, SFO. These are all great resources, and you can get connected to various experienced people like Mr. Satish, who will aid you in any question that you have. And another thing is edX, Coursera, and these are just online certification platforms that I found out that were very good. So edX is where CS50 is primarily taught. It's also taught, and I'm pretty sure it's Coursera, but these platforms do a very good job in teaching you. And the learning aspect is free, but if you want to get a certification, you have to pay. Uh, and another thing that is very useful for starting in the path of cybersecurity is the various YouTube channels that are available. There are countless YouTube channels on anything, and you can practically learn anything. So YouTube is a very good resource. And another thing that's very helpful is Forage. So Forage is a virtual work experience, and this is this is this sounds very big, but it's actually it's a little bit toned down, but it still shows employer that you know what how situations to handle. So basically, what they do is they give you a situation in a job field that you may face. For example, I did a KPMG uh, virtual work experience, and they gave me this is for data science, and they gave me a spreadsheet and asked me to analyze the spreadsheet. So this is what you would expect in that type of job. And there are various certifications for cybersecurity in Forage that are very helpful, and they give you real world experience. And here is what colleges want. So I know I said I'm going to talk to you about what colleges want, and this is what they want. So as you can see, it's blank. It's not a mistake. Colleges in America are very subjective, and there is not one thing that you could do that would guarantee yourself into any college. So what I would recommend for people who are going into any pathway to just enjoy what you're doing, find resources, and find useful things like Forge that clearly show your work experience. And you can, of course, you can use all the resources that I presented here, and that would give you a great edge. But just be passionate, and the results will come. So, with this, I'd also like to talk about some of the extracurricular activities that I performed that I found very useful. And I started a club in my high school. If there are any underclassmen who are doing this, you can start a club in your school by just gathering a couple of like-minded people and creating your own community, and that'd be very useful. So my club was a Cyber Patriots Club, and this club basically trains students to participate in the Cyber Patriots competition. And I'd like you guys, anybody, to also check out what Cyber Patriots competition is. It's a competition by the Air Force, and it actually does a great way of simulating what cybersecurity is. So what it does is simulates a virtual environment in Windows, and it basically makes you hack it. And it's a really great working experience, and they have many resources. So I'd like to like everybody to check out that as well. And that's it. So does anybody have any questions? If you do, please don't feel free to contact me with anything. And thank you very much, Mr. Satish, for this opportunity.
So let me summarize. You are in the right direction, but we can definitely fill in few things, which puts you in a very good stage for preparation for cybersecurity. Okay, let me share my screen. Although I didn't prepare a presentation, I have a. So let's start with. So I have, for ease of understanding, I have divided this session into four parts. One is let's understand what is cybersecurity. Then let's delve into cybersecurity opportunities we have, and then education. So this is where I will try to go through the pathway you have done, and then finally I'll conclude the session. So let's go with understanding the cybersecurity part. So what is cybersecurity? Um, so what is cybersecurity? It is just about this is the most simplest definition. It's protecting computer systems, networks, and data from theft, damage, or unauthorized access. So yeah, your nature of job will be protecting these assets, and why it is why it is important. So information we store online, like personal details, financial records, and even national security data, cybersecurity ensures that this sensitive information remains confidential and safe from cyber attacks. So definitely, you would be helping a lot of people by pursuing this as your career. And what are the benefits it has? So some of the benefits it has got, cybersecurity field has, like, it's in high demand. So a lot of people need cybersecurity experts, and it is very fun and interesting too. Definitely, if you are given a website to crack it, it is a real fun. But be cautious about doing it. You need to do in a responsible way. Definitely, there are ethics involved. So be responsible when you try to hack things. But definitely, that is part of this field too. So that gets you interesting. Next is job security. So you have a very good job security in this particular field, primarily because it is it's a very quite a niche field, and it requires. I mean, a lot of people, most of the companies, they need cybersecurity experts. So because each and every company, they have their own application and tools, so that needs to be protected. So there is a lot huge demand for cybersecurity professionals. And the next is competitive salary. The salaries are really competitive compared to other profession, because of the nature of the cybersecurity job, because it is needed. And the next is, it's a challenging work environment. So it will challenge yourself in various phases. You need to learn coding. You need to be part of. You need to understand the security perspective of it. So it is very challenging. So if you like challenging job, this is the way to go. And then global opportunities. Imagine you want to move to different country. So this could be your passport. So you can definitely find a lot of opportunities with your with cybersecurity background and move there, and then that's how you can travel too. So you have a good global opportunity, and then your career also progresses really well, because cybersecurity experts, they try to promote them. I mean, the promotion rate is much better, and then you can navigate it into various roles as well. So that is about the benefits what you get from if you choose this path. So next is, let's see what are the opportunities we have in cybersecurity field. So there are various opportunities, even if you want to be self-employed, or if you want to be entrepreneur, or if you want to take a professional path. So under professional path, these are some of the professions which I have listed: application security engineer, cloud security engineer. So there are many. I've just listed only top few. Next, if you want to do a self-employment, there are uh, a lot of websites which offer you a bug bounty program. Bug bounty, let me step back and help you understand what is bug bounty program. Bug bounty program is about companies like Microsoft, Google. They call all entire community to hack a particular piece of software, and then if you try to find security bugs, you will be you will be in their hall of fame. So you will be rewarded as well as, and then you will get a lot of visibility too. So this could help boost your self employment, and then a lot of people can give you projects. Apart from that, there are a lot of on-site websites which offer to give you pen testing projects, where you can perform pen testing, and then they will pay you well too. You can be an entrepreneur by designing various security tools. So the security tools has got huge demand. So you can be an entrepreneur too. So these are some of the opportunities you have, or we have. uh, people who want to pursue they have. Now okay, now you just imagine you want to pursue cybersecurity career, then what all preparation you need to do? A systematic preparation right from the beginning will make this journey smooth, and then you can land into a job very easily and then move forward very easily. So this is based on my experience. I just come up with these uh, areas where you can focus on and what you need to uh, learn step by step to enhance in this career. So I'll start right from the middle school. So in fact, I did see similar pattern in whatever you presented. So this is also very similar, but little bit changes. So starting with middle school. So if you are between fifth grade and eighth grade, so these are some of the things which will benefit you. So you can start with basics of computer science, and then get into a little bit hardware, learn about software and networks. So these are the foundation for cybersecurity or any other field. Or if you want to get into data science and artificial intelligence, these are the basic things. So under software, try to understand the operating system, what are the various software tools, and start get yourself introduced into coding skills. So this is very important. A simple language like Python and JavaScript, which are more uh, where a lot of resources are available, and it's an easy language compared to other languages. Start looking into these things. So your middle school, you'll have a computer basics and then a basic coding skills by the end of eighth grade. So next, try to, when you are in high school, try to improve these skills. So improve these skills. So software security skills, try to understand what are interceptor proxy and what are the security controls. So basically what I'm trying to say is when you are in high school, start introducing yourself with security concepts. That way, you will enhance the cybersecurity knowledge. Next, in network security, try to understand the OSI model, IP address, subnetting. So these are some of the interesting concepts which you need to learn during this time. And then in coding skills, try to enhance the earlier whatever coding skills you had into the Python frameworks. So learning this frameworks will help you in building a application. So this is the time between ninth grade and 12th grade for you to focus on building a small application. Your skill development in high school. Apart from that, these are the online resources like Cybrary, Udemy, and Coursera, which you can go through. And this is very important. Mentorship. Try to find a mentor during this time so that you get the right direction. You are doing really good actually by joining CSA. Similar such programs, community programs, students must join in order to find a person who can mentor them, guide them, coach them in the right direction. Otherwise, this is a huge landscape and you will be lost. So you need somebody to navigate this path in the right direction. Next is participate in uh, CTFs. That way, you will try to gain a sense of what to say, likelihood towards cybersecurity. You'll start loving it rather than pushing yourself. So this will be really good. And then certifications definitely give you a very good direction, like CCNA. So this is the time you start working on the certifications like CCNA, CompTIA. I did see you have added certifications too as from your perspective. That is really good. So you are in the right direction. Okay, now let's move on to the next section. That is once you are in a college, I think this will be useful for you since you're in high school. Once you go to college, it would be good if you enhance your coding skills by starting and also improve whatever the skills you have developed. Try to enhance each one a bit more. Learn AI skills. Um, During this stage, try to understand what is LLM model, Gen AI kind of applications. If possible, try to pursue a lot of computer science subjects in your college or bachelor's degree. Since you have already joined CSA, this is really good. But I would recommend maybe during the college to join these three communities, which will help in a big way. And you can find mentors over here. A lot of people would be interested to help you. And yeah, you can participate in bug bounty programs and then hands-on internship. All these things will develop interest towards cybersecurity. um, yeah, during the this is the right age in the when you are in college, right? I would uh, i would uh, recommend to create a LinkedIn account and then start adding um, what your perspective about various technologies in cybersecurity. So this will take you a long way because the blogs, the white papers, your LinkedIn profile will be watched by so many people, and then you might um, land into internship. So earlier you did said you didn't find internship opportunities, but if you had already created LinkedIn profile, because that is the place where most of the companies will be looking for. So it's in your case, the only thing I see is the reach. So yeah, there is a gap, but if you had put your profile in LinkedIn and then provided your uh, showed your interest there by some of the blogs, definitely some people would have definitely approached you. So next is start writing white papers in CSA. Have your perspective on any tools and technologies. That way, and this will help a lot. So build your profile here. So this profile is like a bag of opportunities. So as and when you keep on filling the information on a timely basis, this becomes so large that a lot of people you'll start getting noticed in the community. And try to share lot of posts, provide your perspective. That is the way to grow. So you have a huge set of people um, looking at you and then trying to provide opportunity. And this is the time when you can do these certifications. These are some of the certifications which I think important. CSSP is the best one. And then to land in a good job, CH, CSM, OSCP. OSCP is little full hands-on, but that is also a very good certificate. CCS can AWS. Try to get these certifications when you're in college. So once you are in your masters, I would recommend these things. First is enhance whatever skills you are working on. Apart from that, certifications, maybe you can do GISC security expert, which is also pretty well known. And then this is the time run your own professional community. But it's really good. You've already started some kind of community activity in your high school. This is really good. So, but try to focus put that in your LinkedIn profile. So those things carry huge value. Next is internship and coding skills. So these are some of the things which I feel can be improved on. So in conclusion, cybersecurity field is like a guardian of the digital world. It's definitely a wise and foolproof decision if you choose this path because of the opportunities it has. With that, you have anything to say now, or we are good to go?
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Mr. Satish. Thank you again. And I'm gonna certainly take this advice to heart, and I really like the about what I need to do in college, and I'm gonna take all your advice. Thank you very much.
And all the best for your future.